Hello and welcome to IFX Expo Dubai 2022. My name is Nichols and today I will be presenting to you convenience first. How to adopt a new Generation Z-driven trend in an FX broker to retain more traders. First of all, before jumping in, we will try to identify in this presentation who is this generation, why is it important to target them, and why as fintech professionals, experts in our industry, and brokers, it is important to have a platform that works for them. Okay, starting, we have who is Generation Z, otherwise known as digital natives. They are born between 1995 and 2001. They are born in the Internet of Things, the Bitcoin economics, and Instagram, as natural as the rising sun. They have never known the joys of dial-up modems and saying hang up after the call. So very interesting to work with this market. It is something that we need to focus on as it will be the future of trading. They are now in their mid-20s. To early 30s, have jobs, and are now focusing on trading. So again, why should brokers consider their needs? Studies show that 40% of consumers are actually Generation Z. So with 40% of consumers in the market, if we do not target this 40%, we have already lost the game. So the question becomes, how do we actually target them? Firstly, we need to look at how do they approach online investing. With 36% of Generation Z currently trading with mutual funds, stocks, some kind of cryptocurrency or investment form, it becomes key to understand their approach. Now, as we have seen that 36% of Generation Zers are actually trading on Robinhood, while 18% on eToro and 28% under paid applications. So if offering a free commission-based platform similar to Robinhood and eToro is not all that it takes to work with this generation, and 28% are still using paid applications, what is it exactly that they're looking for? How do we impress this generation? Now, with this generation, according to Forbes, we have seen that we need to be able to win their interest in approximately 8 seconds, whereas millennials have a time frame of around 12 seconds. So with just 8 seconds to win their interest, what can we gather within 8 seconds from Robinhood platform? As we see here, we have seen the instruments available. We have seen the portfolio of the clients. We are able to do cash management to see stocks, ETFs, cryptos. What does he have in his portfolio? Everything is easily accessible within 8 seconds. So a good UI and a good UX is key. This is another example. As you can see, they're very mobile-based applications, and this is something that most Generation Zers are looking at. They need a mobile application that works efficiently with a good system. So what is it exactly that they look for in applications? After showing you Robinhood and eToro, I can confidently move on to Match Trade Technology System, where we're able to see the Match Trade platform. I know it sounds shallow, but within our industry, Generation Z, they're looking for something that's eye-appealing, that has good functionality, that works efficiently. So with the Match Trade platform, we're able to see the chart, the trading chart in the middle, the open positions at the bottom, and all the instruments. Within the client area, he can also deposit in the platform, thus enabling him to deposit, open an account, and trade immediately without ever leaving the front end. So the 4 elements that we need to consider are, it has to be visually orientated, as we mentioned, the functionality, and it has to be multiple device compatibility, as well as overall user experience. So let's go through the Match Trader platform within 8 seconds to see what we can gather. So within 8 seconds, we were able to go into the deposit area, the client area, the secured portal. We're able to see the web trader, the instruments available, and the open positions again. It's fairly simple to open a position with the create the new order button, the position size, and everything is easily accessible within 8 seconds as we have previously mentioned. The next stage is functionality. Generation Z value efficiency and convenience over everything. Studies have shown that 23% would actually drop a brand or a company from a poorly designed application. Multiple device compatibility. Again, with so many options out there, with iPad, with desktop, web trader, it has to be synchronized, and that is something that Match Trader platform does. It is synchronized against all of the platforms at the same time. As we can see here, we have the mobile application, from iPad, from desktop, web trader, everything is easily accessible and synchronized. Next is the overall user experience. This is also critical. It's not just about having a front end, a web trader, something where they can open the position. It's the flow, it's how everything works. So better flow equals increased retention. What does that actually mean? So within the platform, the client is able to see the instruments, access his secure client area, deposit, and view his whole profile. This is one of the benefits of Match Trader platform. We need to have that flow that goes into the web trader, that goes into the CRM system, which is possible because of our in-house built CRM. We have built a system that accesses both the platform and the CRM together. Again, this is the web trader of Match Trader. And this is our secured client area, which also has our crypto exchange gateway that we have built in, allowing traders to deposit and in crypto and fiat, whatever they need, within the platform without ever having to leave. Again, made possible because of our client office application, as you can see here. So convenience first is the new mobile first. As we said, a lot of these applications are very mobile based. This is the key to targeting this generation. It's a generation that's always on the mobile. They grow up with internet, with Instagram, with the Bitcoin economics, with everything. So having a mobile application that accesses both the economic calendar, the trading platform, and everything at their fingertips is critical. We have seen that 43% are using desktop applications and 57% on mobile applications in terms of traders. When it comes to the Match Trader platform, we have seen an increase of 50% in terms of mobile application users. That is why it is critical to have a good system. The question at the end of the day becomes, are mobile trading apps a threat to the CFD broker? The simple answer, yes. Without having a good mobile application, you're losing already 40% of the market, as we have stated earlier. 23% will drop an actual brand because of a poorly designed application. This means the legacy platforms will slowly start to lose interest if they do not keep up with the trend, if they're not moving forward as an application. I have attached at the end a QR code where you can scan our brochure, you can access our information. If anyone has any questions, please feel free. And we can also find us at our booth number 65. Any questions? No? Okay, great. Enjoy the rest of the expo. Thank you.